Hey guys, it's me, the Guitarman, back with another video. Today, I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to get rid of creator's block. Let's get into it. So I'm sure you've all been there, sitting in front of your DAW or your recording software, and just trying to write this new song, but for some reason it just isn't working. You're resorting back to the same old riffs and the same old licks, and for some reason just can't figure out something new. Or, if you have written something new, come to realize later that you accidentally wrote Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses.
That's called foreshadowing.
Well, today I'm going to give you the 3 tips that helped me get out of creator's block, with the first one being diversify your music taste. So what do I mean by this? Well, I realized that when I listened to music, when I opened my Spotify playlist, that it consisted mainly of 4 bands, which were Metallica, Megadeth, Pink Floyd, and Linkin Park. And I just realized that maybe I'm limiting myself to these musicians, and came to the conclusion that the songs that I was writing were just really based on what I was hearing from them. So what I started doing is I started adding wildly different things to my playlist. I started adding country, blues, some folk, some jazz, some soft rock, and just kind of really diversify my flavors through that. And all of a sudden, I started hearing certain things like a drum pattern or a chord sequence, and I said, oh, that's really cool, I want to put that in one of my songs. The second tip I'm going to give you is to learn just a little bit of music theory. Now, I know, I can hear you already. Oh my god, this guy again? This is like the 5th YouTube music guy that I hear that says that I should learn music theory, and he's probably going to recommend I click on the card up there to get his course for 50% off. Well, no, I ain't like that. I put the link in the description. And, you should consider that maybe if you hear that so much, then maybe it has a reason. Here's the thing, you don't have to learn like those overcomplicated jazz chords or anything. What helped me personally was to understand the various pentatonic shapes, for example. A lot of people, when they play a pentatonic lick, they play, your typical pentatonic lick on the 12th fret. But the pentatonic scale has many different shapes that go up and down the neck. And all of a sudden I realized, hey, I can put some really cool emotion into my song if I just use a different pentatonic shape. And then you can go just a little bit further. Maybe you learn the melodic minor or harmonic minor scale, and all of a sudden you're creating solos that sound so much different and so much better. Definitely something to try out. And it's really not that big of a deal. The basics of music theory just take a little bit of practice to get down and to apply to your fretboard. And the last but not least, the third tip that I'm going to give you is try to record a song from a different perspective. If you are like me, your main instrument is the guitar. And when you write a song, you're going to write it, on the guitar first. And then put your drums and your bass and your vocals and your pianos, whatever it is that you put in there. But how about you try this? Next time, instead of actually using your guitar to record a song or to write a song, how about you start with a bass line? Or start by making a drum track? Or just sing a melody and try to adapt that to your guitar. This is a great way to understand not only how other instruments work in relation to others, but also to get a little bit of insight on how a different instrument can make you write different kinds of music. For example, on my song, Ridden with Guilt, I didn't actually start writing on the guitar. I actually had the melodic line of the vocals in my head, and I just wrote the song based on the vocal line that I had. So maybe also something to try out. Start with another instrument, not with your main one. And that concludes today's video. It's a bit shorter, but I hope this helps some of you to get out of that terrible creator's rut. It really sucks to be in there, I know, and this is what helped me get out of my creator's rut, and I was able to kind of suppress it with this. I learned a lot of new things, and maybe this is what's gonna help you create new and better songs. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep shredding, guys. Bye.